Groundnuts is the second most important legume in Uganda after beans. The crop is not only farmed for food, but also a highly important source of income. In line with its mandate, the National Semi-Arid Resources Research Institute, NaSARRI, a research institute under National Agriculture Research Organization (NARO), has tirelessly conducted research to tackle major constraints to groundnut production, such as introducing high-yielding and disease-resistant varieties with high oil content. The released varieties include the widely adopted Serenat series from Serenat 1 to the recent Serenat 14, and these have offered a better alternative to groundnut producers when compared to the local varieties. However, due to low incomes by farmers, there has still been a challenge to purchase improved seed varieties, and to those who can afford, the scare of fake seeds, which are highly on the Ugandan market, compelled them to stick to low-yielding and high disease-prone local varieties. It's against the background that the National Semi-Arid Resources Research Institute, NaSARRI, in partnership with the Integrated Seed Sector Development, ISSD, launched a project to mainly improve access by farmers to improved groundnut varieties and provide an opportunity for better incomes.
We pledged to work with the local seed businesses to produce the foundation seed, which would, at the end, we postulated that it could result into the lowering the cost of production of the foundation seed. So we piloted it with two local seed business groups, one in Dokolo called Yemedungecha in Amoma sub-county, and then the other one is called Remochan in Noya Anaga Oki sub-county.
This project helped train farmers into groundnut seed production technologies and accorded strict monitoring to ensure high-quality seed outputs.
We trained these guys over the period of the project, and then these guys produced good quality seed, which were certified both by us and both by the ministry. And then these guys were able to reduce the cost for foundation seed by almost nearly half, because now they are producing foundation seed in their own setting. Other than those days, they could travel from Noya, they could travel from Marua, they could travel from Tokolo to come and get the seed from the research station.
This project, which targeted local seed business groups, was to ensure that farmers can easily access the groundnut seed from trusted sources within their villages at lower costs.
We invited them to visit us in Serenat and see what we're doing. And then when they got to know how to do this business, then they started by procuring the initial breeder seed from us. They took it there to their farms, they started growing it, and then together with the Ministry of Agriculture Crop Protection Unit, we kept on monitoring their fields until the groundnut were matured and we classified them as good seed. We wanted these seed systems to spiral to the community, and in the absence of NADs and formal extension, these people were like our nodes linking us to the farmers. And if you go to their setting now, you find that the communities around them has actually adopted our technology.
Angelo Sochen, 67, a resident of Amoma village, Amoma sub-county, Dokolo, is the chairperson, Ayemedongecha Farmers Group. He is proud that his group is one of the beneficiaries of the groundnut seed multiplication project by NaSARRI.
We have been introduced to NaSARRI, who is helping us a great deal, because we used to plant these traditional groundnuts, but right now we have been introduced to new variety, which is really making the group to develop, and we are benefiting it a lot, because it is, first of all, it is resistant to droughts, and at the same time resistant to diseases. Normally when we plant, we realize a good tonnage of our products.
When we visited this farmers group, members could not hide their excitement, and indeed they took us around to see some of their achievements out of groundnut seed production.
Normally we have been in those small ones, but now we are able to put a new construction.
Ochen Godfrey relays his story on how a single season harvest of groundnut seed delivered him from a grass-thatched house into a 3-bedroom iron-roofed bungalow.
We bought seeds from Serere again. That was a breeder seed. So from the breeder seed, I cultivated 2 acres of the breeder seed. From the breeder seed, I happened to get 28 bags from the 2 acres. So that money I got from the 28 bags gave me opportunity to start my construction.
I planted only 2 acres of groundnut and I got 30 bags. That is around 3 tons. And I sold that groundnut. I constructed also some houses in the center and even at home, as you are seeing.
Despite having only 1 child, Okello Godfrey, also a member of Ayemedongicha Farmers Group, could hardly afford fees for him. The Lord's Resistance Army rebels that attacked their village in 2003 was a setback that left them with nothing but life. 3 years later, in 2006, together with his wife and a child, returned to a bushy and deserted home to start a new life.
Unfortunately, in 2003, coming to 324 there, we were chased away from here. The little something that we raised was completely drained off by the LRA. They come and swept everything from here. Houses burnt, chicken, whatever, were all destroyed. Thereafter, we ran for refuge. For me, we crossed the swamp because when I was boarding the vehicle from here with my wife, we got an accident. The wife broke the leg. So it was a total destruction and it was a setback for me.
Okello started groundnut seed production under the group and he has since never looked back.
We thank David, who had been continuously coming to visit the group and to monitor and to build them, to strengthen and to encourage them anyway. So the ISD put their input. They provide us with the ox plow. I thank God in my family, both of us were in the group. My wife was also a member. I was also a member. So this ox plow, they say they will give 1 for 2 people. So we were lucky now to be in that group. We grab all those things. I said, God, you are now moving. So after coming together, the ox plow now has expanded. We are not experiencing famine.
Okello is not alone.
It has improved my life and also taking some of my children to some good schools.
Those days when we were still growing our local varieties, when you grow it, you pick, the yield is very low, you pick little. But when we started growing seed production, new variety from NaSARRI, Serere, at least there is good improvement.
You planted this 1 acre can bring for you 20 sacks. But the one we were being planted, it bring for you even 8.
Farmers these days, they must only, if they want to produce more seeds, and even to eradicate this poverty at home, you need to grow foundation seed.
Mr. Opolot's son De Pasco, aged 63, is a resident of Obel Ogorol village, Bogondo Parish, Bogondo Sub-County in Serere District. Opolot retired from local government as an agriculture officer in 2013. Despite his retirement, he is still sure agriculture is one sure way of earning. He is the chairperson of Teso Agro Technologies Propagation Associates, TATPA, one of the groups NaSARRI has trained into groundnut seed production and marketing.
I have educated very many farmers. To go into business, you have to put money into use. So the same with the groundnut, you have to get money to acquire the groundnut foundation seed. The electronic returns compared to the cheaper seeds which they commonly like, will be wonderful. It will be about 4 times profit.
Members under these farmers groups have become great advocates for improved groundnut varieties, clearly explaining their experiences with the varieties, and this has attracted other members into easy adoption.
It has also improved on my income generating activity.
Growing this ordinary seed cannot produce well, and it has low germination test. But the foundation seed can produce more than this local seed.
If I sell it, I get more money.
When they are planting this improved seed, I think they will get high yield and they will get more money for paying school fees and doing other work which are defeated them.
NaSARRI has always remained committed to improve the lives of the farmers in the semi-arid regions of the country and a center of excellence for semi-arid agricultural technologies.
Expect this kind of groups to be, multiplying, and then they're reaching other areas whereby we used not to go. And the fact that NaSARRI has bought in that idea, that model of seed multiplication, and NaSARRI is the major, originator, breeders for some of these, most of the groundnuts and all the other crops in Uganda. We expect that this approach actually has a very bright future and is going to go a very long way.